Hi, Alice Wheaton here. I want to talk to you about something I'm passionate about, and that is people who don't get their genius. So when the agronomists go out and they meet with a farmer, or they're in a trade show and they meet with folks there, oftentimes their genius is covered up by a few what I call inner objections. And the first one is a poor appearance. Really, a shine on our shoes is a smile on our feet. And that really says a lot in that how we are presented, how we look and how we dress and we're presented to someone, even if the farmer is just coming off the field and they are, next step is into the shower. You should not dress like that. You should still dress like a professional. Forgive me for shooting on you, but it's true. You're the professional agronomist. You dress like one. And that might mean some nice clean jeans and nice clean shirt and clean boots. But when we show up and we have a poor appearance, such as, bad breath or something like that, then guess what, body odor, then guess what? It doesn't matter how brilliant your product and service is, you will be kicked off the land fairly soon. And when I say kicked off the land, probably everyone will be polite, but they won't listen. Faulty assumptions. We make decisions all the time and believe them to be true. And so when we believe them to be true, what happens? What happens is that we don't test them and we don't ever come to understand our own genius because we're buying into what we already know. Another one is the language. We've talked about before in another video, the language of leader and language of ordinary. A language of ordinary is you talk too much and use words that are non-accountable, such as I'll try, I think, or maybe, or we should. Another bad objection is that unable to read person's body language. I was on a call with a sales rep recently, not in your industry, but in a different industry. And the client kept saying, yeah, yeah, yes. And the sales rep misinterpreted that and thought that they were engaged. But in fact, what the client prospect was saying was, shut up, shut up, shut up. Get the bleep out of here. And so when you can't read body language, then what happens is that you overstay your welcome or you talk too much and you're not invited back. It doesn't matter how brilliant your product is or how brilliant your service is. It's really important to be invited back. And of course, I talk about this a lot. You talk and tell too much. We are wounded questioners, I believe. And it's because in school we were taught to have the answers and not the questions. And so we've developed some sort of an innate self-centeredness where our message, what we have to share, what we have to say, what we want is more important than the client's. It's an enlightened person that's able to sit at the farmer's table and be completely focused on a farmer and say, what would you like to do? What would you like to experience more of? Would you like to have the assurance that when you buy fertilizer, it's because the plant needs it, not because you're throwing it on out of desperation and hope that that's what's happened? That you have a technology that can measure how much nutrients that the plant's roots are sensitive to and absorbing. Because of course, all the nutrients in the world will be of no use if the plant roots can't absorb them. But although you're passionate about that, if you show up with any of this working for you, then you won't get very far. So be aware that you are one of the strongest sales tools that you have, that you count just as much as a cropcaster. I want to thank you for being here today. And until next time, happy selling. Bye for now.